Friends, gather round for we must discuss the curious case of Elon Musk and the federal workforce. Picture this. It's a Saturday, and an email lands in the inboxes of federal employees across the country. This wasn't your typical unsubscribe situation. This was a directive from the Office of Personnel Management, asking for a rundown of 5 accomplishments from the previous week. And oh yeah, copy your manager. No classified info, no links, no attachments. Just pure, unadulterated achievements. Now, you might be thinking, that's a bit odd for a Saturday, and you'd be right, but things got weirder. This email came with a ticking clock, a Monday evening deadline. But the real kicker? Elon Musk, our nation's newly minted Department of Government Efficiency czar, because why not, took to his digital soapbox, X, formerly known as Twitter. His message? Don't bother responding to that email and consider yourself resigned. Now, whether the email itself mentioned this little tidbit is debatable. But hey, who needs clarity when you have ultimatums? The response? Well, imagine a collective gasp, followed by a frantic scramble to Google can Elon Musk actually fire me? And that's where we find ourselves, folks. In the midst of a federal workplace saga that's more bizarre than an episode of Severance, but with less finger traps and more existential dread. Buckle up, because this ride is just getting started. Back in the trenches of federal agencies, the mood was less rah-rah and more oh crap. Union leaders were trying to make sense of it all, advising their members to hold tight and await further instructions. The FBI director told his agents to pump the brakes on those emails until they got the official word. Even the National Security Agency was left scratching its collective head, urging employees to wait for guidance from the Department of Defense. Individual employees, meanwhile, were left to grapple with the implications of it all. Should they dash off a hastily written email listing their greatest hits of the week, or should they risk their livelihoods by calling Musk's bluff? It's a lose-lose situation, folks. And the worst part? This email debacle is just the latest in a string of attacks on the federal workforce. From terminations of probationary employees to a mandatory return to the office, it's clear that Trump and Musk are on a mission to dismantle the civil service as we know it. So what's the endgame here? Why are Musk and Trump so intent on reshaping the federal workforce? Well, for starters, they'd love to shrink it. Fewer federal employees mean less government, or at least that's the theory. Of course, it also means fewer people to enforce regulations, protect the environment, and ensure the safety of our food and drugs. But hey, who needs those things, right? But it's not just about size, folks. It's about ideology. Trump and Musk want a federal workforce that reflects their own worldview. They want loyalists, not experts. They want yes men, not critical thinkers, and they're willing to go to extraordinary lengths to get what they want. This email ultimatum, it's not just about 5 bullet points on a Monday deadline, it's about sending a message. Fall in line or get out. It's about creating a culture of fear and intimidation. If you're a federal employee, how are you coping? To get support, subscribe to my newsletter.